Hello everybody, it's Ali Diecast, and we've got a pile of cars. The story behind these cars is they were all bought at a convention lately, but all came in piles of cars, or in smaller, large lots. In other words, I didn't buy just this car. I bought kind of a big blind lot, and these were some of the prizes that I found in the lots, if that makes sense. So these were surprises. Didn't even know I had most of these until I got home from the convention. So most are Superfast, or at least older Matchbox cars, but some aren't, and some I really don't know the story on. So we'll take a look at them real quick. First off, we've got this Porsche 928. I believe I already have this one. It is not the oldest model of this car. There's the bottom. Oops, Matchbox. Does not have the Superfast logo, but it was made in Macau, so that would put this right at the end of that Superfast era, I'm guessing. Odd colors on that one, but very cool little car. Next, we've got this little Corvette. What is that, Stingray? Corvette, I think so. Well, they just have it as a Chevrolet Corvette. Made in Macau also. Some of these are dusty too. I should apologize. These are not stickers on this one, so it's not one of the older ones. Probably about the same time frame as that last car we saw. Don't think I have that one. Next up, this one I really like. I do think I have this one, but I don't think it has both stickers on it. And those are stickers, and man, they are hard to find in good shape. This guy did not get played with very much. That is the something dragster, right? The road dragster, made in England, so that goes back to those older Superfast. By the way, the date on the bottom of these is not when this particular car was made. That's when this casting was made, so can't really go by that date. But it does have the Superfast logo on it. That is an old one. Probably from the late 70s, if I had to guess. Next, anybody know what that is? I know the collectors will know. They'll know those wheels right off the bat. Try to pick these up every time I see them, but man, don't see them very much. And that big old license plate on the back, that gives it away. That is one of the Kenner cars, made by Kenner back in the day. I don't know if I can get a good shot of that. Is that upside down? There you go. Says Kenner production. Can barely read it. Made in Hong Kong. Fast Ones was the name that most of these were marketed under. Here's a fun one. Now, I don't remember which one of these is the... Well, yeah, I do. This one is the newer one. There's two of these here. This windshield broke off a lot. You can see it's held in there kind of weird. This guy required some dusting. So this guy, made in England, so that is a fairly old one. Superfast. Now, he does not have stickers, so that means he's not quite as old as this version. And that is a sticker on there. There's the bottom on that one. So you can see, same bottom. But this guy's probably a little bit less old than that other guy. This one, we've got a few of these. This one is always kind of gets thrown out for like 50 cents or $1. There are stickers on it, and this one is hard to find with those stickers in place. And it is the trash truck, and I believe this goes way back, if I'm right. I have not looked at it. Yeah, Superfast, made in China, so it is not quite as old. Could almost take those stickers off. Look at that. That is a Collectomatic. There is the trash trunk, or trash truck. There's also a little, I don't know if this will show up, there's little sliders on the side here, and it would push things out. Pretty nifty. Next we have a hovercraft. This one came out in a lot of varieties, a lot of different stickers on it, slightly different colors, different color windows. I don't know where this guy falls into the whole pack. I tend to pick these up if they're in good shape. That one is made in England, so it's one of the older ones. Superfast on the bottom, but I don't know if I have that variation. They would also change the color of these chrome plastic pieces. They got a lot of use out of that particular one. Here's one I do not have. I've just not been able to find one in good shape. And this one is the Road Roller. I can't quite read that. Is it Bomac or Bomag? Road Roller. Got this big steamroller thing on it. Here is a little beauty. That one. The Datsun. Is that 280 or 260? 280Z? 2x2? I think that's 280, yeah. I think it's 280. In purple. We've talked a lot about the differences with these Superfast. There's differences in the window colors, the interior colors, the wheels. They put out a lot of these. I've gone into it in many videos. Hard to figure out what you got sometimes. Look at that one. Now this one I believe was an Ultra Hot. I had one of these as a kid, but it was in white. It wasn't this version. It was the earlier version. This is Flame Runner. I believe it went under a few different names. The version I had like a radar on top of this, or a different back to it. Yeah, I don't think this one's been broken off. It's just a different back. Probably too many kids poking their little brother's eyes out with that little radar dish. Look at this guy. That is a Matchbox. Big old hopped up Mustang. Have a few of these, but not this color. Those are not stickers on it. Tampos. Let's take a look at this. It does not come with that trailer. Take that off carefully. Doors open, of course. There's the bottom. Oops. There is the bottom. Mercedes 450 SEL. Made in England. In blue. Picked up another one of these models that I seem to always pick up. There was a lot of these. Those are stickers there. So it does have both of its stickers. It's got kind of some gunk here I couldn't get off. That might scrub off. We'll have to see. Little door opens. And you can hook that on the back of your car. If your car has a little hook on the back. This one, kind of funny. This is not one of the Ultra Heroes, but the casting came from that. Gary the Snail. The car was called like the Snailinator or something like that. It was the small, well they call it here the small truck, but it had a different name in the Ultra Heroes line. Fun car. Here's one. Now this one I don't know the story on. It's a Hot Wheels, but it's very light. So I'm guessing this was a giveaway car of some sort. Don't know the story on that. Somebody will post down below what that one is. Interesting car, but it's really light. Does not feel like a Hot Wheels car. There's a cool one. We have a few of these, but this one came in a lot of variations, I believe, with the orange and the blue, if I remember right. Pontiac Fiero, made in Macau. In about as good a condition as you're going to get these. Next we got the Kraus Coach. This one made in China, one of the newer ones. By the way, just because they're newer doesn't mean they're really worth less or more. Some of these were fairly hard to find, and I have not looked these up yet. If you guys watch the show, you know I don't really care. They all get treated the same. With the Matchbox cars, there is another one with those rims that we've come to know from the Matchbox cars when they transitioned away from Matchbox in the late 2000s or late 1990s, I believe. This is the Ford Sierra XR4, made in Macau. Some of these cars are really nice from this era. This is probably my favorite one that I picked up that was a surprise, and there is a little orange BMW. Made in England by Lesney, Matchbox, Superfast, in nearly perfect condition. That is a sticker there, folks, that is older than probably I am. Not quite, but I haven't held up that well. Doors open. Great little car. Few more. This one also from that same era, probably around the late 90s for this one, I'm guessing. Racing Porsche 935, made in Macau. And last, now I have a few of these. I do not know if this is a variation. I have not checked. This was a car I had when I was a kid. And I want to say the doors opened up on this at one time. Maybe not. I don't have the older one to look at. And that is the Ford Escort, made in England, with its stickers intact. So we're not going to take these out on the diorama, but I wanted to show you them. I think it's always pretty fun when you find a little treasure in a pile of cars. These need to be cleaned up before they go on the shelf. But that is it for this episode. See you later. Bye bye.